Howdy YouTube, welcome back to Head Got Shank Plays Hard West. I did a little bit of tinkering and trading off camera. I've got some pretty satisfactory loadouts for my posse so far. Welcome Andy Harden to the crew, everybody. And we're here at the Quack Wagon. We're gonna see if maybe we can help this poor fellow Randy cure his syphilis today. Quack admitted he had a single dose of mercury stashed for emergencies. It would temporarily relieve Harden's ailment, but the effect would vanish after a while. So why did I need this guy if he sucks so much? You know what? Fine. $50 to temporarily alleviate his symptoms. Okay, well, who knows how long that'll last. And that's probably the last time we can afford to do that. We're almost out of money. Let's go to the Vaquero. The Vaquero. This had once been a thriving town. Now it was reduced to a single bar. Wait. This is a totally different place. Tab lift? Okay. What does this have to do with anything? What the hell? Okay. I think that was probably some kind of a... I bet those were Kickstarter contributors listed. That's probably it. That's pretty funny. Let's go to the illegal mines. What's over here? Came across a prospecting site where a group of slaves toiled in narrow coffin-sized holes in the ground, hauling silver from beneath the earth. It was doubtful these mines were sanctioned by the authorities. Threatened the prospectors with violence. You had to kill them. They put up a fight, wounded one of your companions, but in the end you retrieved the stone. Another face mutilation. Keep it. We need one more. And we have not yet been to this necropolis. What's that? That's a tomb. You arrived in an area dominated by sinkholes and mud pits. It served as a graveyard of sorts. Allowing coffins to simply sink into the bog was highly economical. You can't argue with that. Your reflections are interrupted by the sight of a tall figure pacing back and forth across the necropolis. In the morning mist or the surreal landscape, he looked like an apparition, dressed all in black and carrying a shovel. He looked as though he must be an undertaker. The rumors about like that hunting for you were true. This man could be dangerous. Find out his identity. The man's polite greeting turned to excitement as he realized who you were. His name was Shane Carter Holmes, and he recognized you from your hunt for the masked man. Between coffins and funeral services, your one-man slaughterhouse routine, as he called it, had made him a pretty penny. He'd been looking for you for weeks to express his thanks. He handed you a stack of useful items and a piece of the meteor. Keep it. You had all the pieces you wanted. When you returned to the main road, a messenger handed you a letter from the wizard. The man wasn't happy with your stunt at the brothel, but he provided the locations of persons as per your agreement. It was a trap, but it wasn't the first you were willingly walking into. Cool. Lookout Hill. I really wish that I was smarter so that I could solve the riddle of these tombs. Before I go up there, let's go to the Cougar Trails and see what's over here. The land was Indian property. If the rumors were true, powerful native mystic lived here who could take the form of a cougar. It was said he possessed another meteor piece. Well, let's look for the tracks. You're about to give up, you spotted the cougar. That's a bear. Except for an unusual pattern, it looked okay. Yep. Shoot it between the eyes? Okay. The two of you rolled around the hillside as you desperately reached for the boot knife. Finally, you got it loose and it slid between two of the beast's ribs. You sustained grave wounds in the struggle. Oh, he cracked my skull. But now I have swiftness. So, suck on that. Let's see what kind of trading we can do here. Hopefully we can find something that maybe, wow, that's cool. It doesn't really... It just has a higher... Oh. Hello. Damn it, and I just bought that 4-barrel shotgun, too. Well, somebody will be able to make use of this. Piercing ammo. Well, that's cheap. And how about this? Okay. Yeah, they've got a couple of good things here. Okay. You can make up the rest to me in cash. Oops. What's the problem exactly? Oh, I need to pay him cash. Right, I had it backwards. There we go. Yikes. That's a lot of money. Okie dokie. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the monocle. Very good. And I'll give you the piercing ammo. So, now you can take the 12-gauge Defender. 4 double shotguns that dance on a revolving mechanism. Cone shot. Okay. Well. All in all, I'd say I came out ahead. I don't want that. And I don't want that. So, there. Give me your cash. Cha-ching indeed. Everyone's happy. Okay. Lookout Hill. Here we come. Fort offered strong defensive positions to whoever had managed to get there first. Knowing you'd come for persons, the wizards had set up an ambush with his best men. You had deduced his scheme, however. Now you just had to decide if you wanted to attack now or let them stew a while. Well, I haven't really got anything better to do, so... Oh, let me just make sure I don't have any unused cards. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is gonna have to do. Okay, well... Here we come, ready or not.
Even the wizard's best men couldn't stop you.
Damn right.
Stealing the opium stash would add insult to injury.
I recognize this fort. Ha! Yeah, you bet I'm gonna add some insult to that injury. Whew. He's a fast son of a bitch. That's Warren. Okay, well, let's see. Yep, oh boy, there's a couple of guys here. I could do 2 damage, or 2 damage. Either way. Okay. And, Cervantes. I wonder. Yeah, I think actually I can just rush over here and surprise this fool. Yeah. What? Oh, crap, that was a full move. Oh, no, I thought that was 2 move. I thought that was a half move. Ooh, ooh. There's a blunder. There's a blunder. Oh, it isn't exactly the same fort. I thought it looked like the same fort that, what's his face? Papa fought in. Is it? Like, stop fucking with my camera. I don't think so. It just uses very similar assets. Alright, you sons of a bitch. Seriously? How can I not see him from there? Oh my god. Well, I better eat this healing elixir. Who can I shoot? No, that's not worth doing. I think what is actually going to happen that's a pretty good plan. I'm gonna move him over here. And Cervantes should have been covering the courtyard this whole time. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Gonna steal your opium, bitches.
You recovered a supply of opium.
I don't even want it. I'm just taking it. Just to take it. Because I'm mad at you. So mad. Okay, and then yes, I do think that Cervantes would be in a good position to come around here, deal a double threat against this fool. Take it. Ah. Well. Wonder if he runs right up here. Can I shoot from there? No, that's kind of ridiculous. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's messed up. Okay, Cervantes, you can go ahead and sit back here, reload your weapons, and regenerate some health. And meanwhile, Randy, you can run over here. That's a lot of luck. You know what? I'm just gonna run up to the opium. What's the worst that could happen? I have learned no lessons.
Another crate recovered. That would fetch a pretty penny.
Yeah. Okay, so there is a side door over here. Why isn't shadow regeneration working right now? This is what I require. I need... There's a shadow. Guess he just wasn't in a shadowy enough place. Okay, Randy. You can just run over here. You'll take the front gate. Looks like there's just that one lady left. Nope, there's a guy. Why is he not regenerating now? And I need... Okay, yeah. I need more AP before I can actually transform, unfortunately. So I'll just hang out right here. Randy. He must be related to Andrew. Randy and Andy Harden. Yeah. Give me that. Oof. Okay, things are looking pretty cool over here. Yeah, we're gonna pull this out. And that's a stupid move. Okay, that's insulting. Just give me a challenge, will ya? I think Randy has earned himself a drink. Cool. Oh, there's a couple of them moving around up there. Take some meat. Nummy. And there's no way... How can I get into one of these towers, maybe? That would be really helpful. No. Ah, there's a ladder. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Crap. Nope. That's the opposite of what I want. I want him to be faster. Alright. You know what? He can go up there. Warren can go in through the ground floor. That'll work. Oh, there was a ladder right there. I didn't notice it. Shucks. Oh, that guy has 12 hit points. What a tough guy. Here we go. Eat buckshot, bitches. I missed her? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well. Regardless. Let's see. I'm actually gonna give Randy the chance to go first. You can't fan with this weapon. Is there any way? Okay, I know it. So, you shoot him with the musket. He's taken care of. And now, Randy can just move over here. And only have a 70% chance to hit, but I feel pretty good about that. There we go. Cool. And now it looks like all the enemies are dead. And looks like we're looking at another 21-minute episode.
Persons thanked you politely for the rescue. He was rather disappointed that there was no one left to kill.
Good man. Huh. There was no voiceover for that part. Weird. Alright, well, we've added one more member to our posse. And there you go. So, what do I think of this so far? I think it's pretty cool. I'm having a good time, as always, as I always do when I play this game. Yeah, so, I'm going to end this off here. And one more time, the name's Hard West, the game's head got shanked, and I hope you have a good night. Thanks for watching.